Tomorrow. Be ready for it.
Fuck you, Craig.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh,
All right.
damn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Failed Attempt, where a collection of assholes sit around and try to play Dungeons and Dragons and fuck you, Malador. I'm going to start that one.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. That's okay.
Ha 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 ha. So, yes, Garrison, I am sorry that you weren't here last week because I do understand that you would have had more to do with your character. I don't really enjoy playing you guys when you're not here because then I end up killing you. So I just kind of let you. Well, no, not you. Um, you did that on your own.
I
But
don't even remember what I did.
yeah,
No, it was Malador's
listen.
fault. Let's
Yes. Let's not skate by the issue. Anyway, so last week you guys, Garrison, I had to control you, but you guys each had. Oh, and Steven and Malador, I do apologize, but you guys did have your own brief um, microscope perspective of what it was like inside the house and what they were doing to you, and you never really found out why, but you all managed to escape at various times. And as I had said, everything worked simultaneously. So as Merida was hanging off of her tree on the outside, Stephen was getting out. Yorick was last to get out, so his didn't work simultaneously. But like Malador breaking out after setting the tree on fire, all of that shit was simultaneously. And then prior to anything really going wrong, as the Cyclops population turning on you and everything after Malador's Ghost Rider form killed 5 of them with one swing. The tallest tree in the city where they threw Yorick at the top of it began to ripple like it was made of water. A green glowing door slowly drew into the bottom of it and opened, and then one of the thinkers came out, a pale yellow skinned tiefling. As I described, the horns started here in the side and just kind of bowed out a little bit and then went straight up another 2 feet. Very short for a tiefling, about 4'10". Tiefling normally range between like 5.5 and 6 feet, so this one would be considered like a midget. Sorry to use the word. Trigger, midget. And it was Zerut Raldos. For anyone who didn't write the name down, I believe I put it in Discord. Came out and was immediately able to tell you guys that you did not belong in that area, that you were not supposed to be there. Immediately knew that it was Yorick who brought you there. Basically just took everything that you guys had done and put it out for you to hear. So the entire group was able to tell that Zerut knew who you were, what you were, and the fact that you didn't belong there. So because he came out of the tree, everything kind of went on pause. The murder of these 5 Cyclops were completely skated over, and he teleported you back to Coast City again at the request of Yorick, because it was a team vote, and this time he listened to the team. When you guys arrived in Coast City, you were about 2 feet above the water, off the dock at the Rich District, and you all got back up onto the dock and started immediately noticing similarities between the first time you arrived and this time, and then some very, very fast differences. Does anyone remember what those differences are?
Yeah, the sign was different.
Yes.
Seems like there's no magic on the town at all.
like the whole town's not an illusion.
It's like
Yeah.
It's real.
Willow and Ryle doesn't know anything about what happened. Hasn't
Ryle,
seen me in
Willow.
apparently years.
A
Yeah,
year.
Willow went and accosted Merida the same way she did before. Was excited that you brought a bear. Went over and started brushing her, which Merida tried to resist and couldn't.
I don't think she did actually.
I didn't resist.
Yeah,
this time.
Come on.
Steven, you discovered something very important, which you haven't shared with the crew yet, but it was that you weren't even, you're not even supposed to be in this area at this time. Yorick, you saw that your book was no longer the black binding, it was now blue. The red glow was no longer there, and the sign was not the symbol that you saw in the Royal Guard Palace undercell, jail cells. It was now just a regular inn library sign. It was a bed with an open book. And that is where you guys will begin. So, it is, and Garrison, this is for you. You guys arrived in the middle of the day. One thing that you are going to immediately notice is that even though it is daylight and you do still feel the way you feel, there is no smoke bellowing off your shoulders.
Whoa.
Oh.
That is one thing you will immediately notice, is that you do not feel any different than you did 5 minutes ago. However, it is broad daylight and you're not taking any damage.
That is interesting.
So, Malador, as you are trying to reason with Ryle and Willow and trying to figure out what's going on, they're continuing to accuse you of getting smoke from Charlie on the ship because they knew he was there. And I believe by the end of it, you just decided to stop conversing with them because they weren't really listening to you.
Right.
You guys all noticed with your passive perception the skip from Willow. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
How she was brushing Merida and she went, what?
Yeah.
And then just went on through. So you've all just, and I didn't even have to have you guys roll. You guys all discovered that something was wrong here. Time is repeating itself for some reason, and there's very subtle changes. So, given that, the floor is yours. What would you like to do?
It's almost like somebody's like poor recollection of events that have happened.
All right.
I feel like we're in a simulation.
Garrison, do you remember what I told you in your channel?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So just keep that in mind.
Yep. What's I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna go up to Ryle. What's the status of the sashes here?
Right? Are you talking about like my belt? Because this thing's really fancy. He lifts his shirt up and it's like this really well polished silver like belt buckle. It's
the
about
Coastal
that.
Brotherhood. What are
It's
they
about
doing,
that
retard?
big and about that
the
thick.
Brotherhood.
And it's like bright and shiny, and as he lifts it up, you kind of have to avert your eyes a little bit. Malador and Garrison, you both have to because he just lifts it up and the sun beams off of it. It's like a very, very beautiful, well-made, very thick silver steel belt buckle.
Yeah, no, I meant the Brotherhood. I feel like we've just been calling them the sashes. I don't know if that was actually the
it's
official,
called
like,
the Coastal
slang term.
Brotherhood.
Is it?
Coat. Are you guys talking about like brothers? Because Malador, I've always assumed that you were a brother of mine. But
no, wait, where's Adam?
Are you guys talking about like a fraternity type of thing? Because I mean, we were. What brotherhood are you guys talking about?
There's no brotherhood here.
And of course, Willow is just brushing Merida, going, I swear to God, he's smoking too much again. He must have been sharing it with his friends. I don't know what he's talking about.
Whereabouts is the Crook House?
Oh, okay. Willow, I swear. We got to talk to Charlie. This is ridiculous. What do you guys, Coastal Brotherhood, Crook House, were you guys drinking on the ship too? Were you guys drinking on the ship too? I don't.
Is the ship docked?
It would have pulled away already.
We didn't come off the ship though.
You guys didn't come off of a ship.
No.
There was
You
no ship
landed
at all.
on the water. So if you could picture when you guys landed the first time, you went out there and you
On
tried
the
to hide, and then Ryle and Willow showed up, and by the time everyone exited, the ship was already leaving. So you guys landed belly flop in the water. There was no ship.
That
So
was
I,
right
like,
after we got off the ship, though.
yes, right after you got off the ship, you guys were all trying to hide because of Adam. And then Ryle and Willow showed up. You got accosted by them in a friendly way. But then by the time all of that came through, you looked at the dock and the ship was leaving because everyone else had come off of it. You guys barely even noticed the other people coming off the ship. You were also wrapped up in Willow and Ryle.
Right.
And Steven, I did see what you wanted to do as well. So I am keeping that part in mind.
Okay.
But yes, they are. You guys are saying Coastal Brotherhood and Crook House and and they're just blaming it on Charlie.
All right, Maldor's gonna look over to Ryle. All right, take me where I live.
That fucking thinker dropped us in the wrong reality. Unbelievable.
Take you where you live?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's if you wanted to go where you live, you wouldn't have come here.
What do you mean?
Malador, we've been coming here to party once a year, every year. We come here for the festival, and then we go
Wait,
back
where
home.
are we from?
Oh, okay. Can we? Willow's like, yeah, I rented enough rooms. I knew he was coming anyway. Just go to the inn, get some sleep. You guys go get some sleep. You all seem really confused. Whatever you
We're
had
gonna
on that ship
still
has
be
definitely.
confused.
Just go to bed. Just go to bed. Get whatever the hell that was out of your system. Go. Just my God, jeez. I'm gonna talk to
Where?
Charlie. This is ridiculous. The
Where?
inn right there.
Okay,
Go.
thank you.
Seems like his friends have gotten dumber and dumber by the day.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm gonna make a perception check real quick. So the ship that we came in on before, it was just loaded with pirates, right?
No, it was loaded with the pirates were the ones that primarily ran the ship. They're the ones that did like the bartending, other than the panda that you guys all loved.
Yeah.
It was kind of
and-
like a transport.
It was a passenger.
transport.
Yes. The ships were literally just transports. Anyone that either had to make the journey like you guys did it easier, whatever the case might be. They crossed the desert to get to Coastal City. They boarded the ship and then they went. It was tourists and people who lived in Coast City, people who worked in Coast City. It wasn't just pirates. Pirates were the ones that they man the docks and they man the ships. But they're not really the ones that go to and from because they own the ships. Why would they worry? Or I should say,
Don't worry.
what you guys know is they own the ships.
Okay. Basically, I'm trying to look for some unsavory characters, because I need to eat. So,
Well, make a perception check, sir. And are you trying to keep this from the rest of the crew?
yeah, no, I'm telling them, I'm like, yeah, you guys go ahead. You guys go take a siesta. I'm gonna go look around.
I'll go with you, Garrison.
Please don't.
I will.
I
We
mean,
don't know where
Okay.
the fuck we are, Garrison. I'm going with you. Anything could happen.
We do know where we are. That's
Yeah,
Not
we do.
necessary. Garrison, don't fight with me. I'm going with you.
Okay,
no.
Malador, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't keep up with him. So
He's gonna
Garrison, not really. Garrison, with that 24, you spot actually a small band. They look like they're like 4 humans, either like late teens or early 20s. You can't really tell. Another side effect of all of this that you're beginning to notice is your ability to tell age. is starting to dwindle a little bit because it all looks like food to you, especially human. But you do see 4 of them kind of hanging out together, and you hear them laughing about whatever it is they're laughing about, not really paying attention to anything. One of them walks into an alley between the inn and another building, and then like looks back, and you see the other 3 going like, "Go on, go, go, go," and then they start going, and then one by one the other 3 begin to follow, and you just that like their shoulders are up and they seem a little bit nervous to go back there. However, Malador, you at full is 60. Him at full is 120. So you're saying, Garrison, I'm going to go with you, and it just.
I'm just gonna go the direction he went.
Okay.
Try to catch up with him. I can't let him be alone.
You can though. You can.
Give me a perception just for the hell of it. Actually, yeah, fuck it, perception will work.
I'm
Natural 20.
go to the inn.
Natural
You do
20
have it.
for a.
You do have advantage on it. That's an exact match. Okay, so you do. You don't catch up to him, but you are definitely able to follow him. In the interim, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go get sleep.
Well, you're still being brushed.
I am going to go to the inn.
I'm gonna
You
go
as
to
well?
the end.
Okay. So as you guys are approaching the inn, Stephen, you've been to this one before. This is the one where the axolotl was, and you guys discovered the closet in the back of the library that was full of the displaced body parts. But as you're approaching the door, even though it was one time that you've been at the inn in York, especially you, because I think you came to this one twice,
Yes.
you immediately notice a difference. It's not the magical essence that you felt before the first time you came in here. It's just your basic 1-story arched roof, very, very like fine crafts wood, able to take whatever elements Coast City has to offer, from off the shoreline to whatever falls down from the sky. Just a normal rectangular door, normal doorknob, slightly ajar, with a sign on it that says open, written in very, very beautiful calligraphy that wasn't there the first time you came in. And as you open up the door, it's relatively the same setup. The only difference is when you look over at the staircase, there isn't the gate that has like the gold coin slot machine that you had before. There isn't a gate there. It's just a stairway. And then behind you is the same rows and rows and rows of I almost paused there for a second. You guys still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost did another. This time when you guys are seeing the rows of books, it doesn't look like, when you look down the rows, it doesn't look like it goes forever like it did before. You can actually see the end. As you're looking straight down, you can actually see the end of it this time. It doesn't look like it goes forever. And then the front counter looks the same. It comes up just the same. Behind it is not your axolotl fish individual. It is a very familiar face. Very familiar face. Pale white skin, green hair that comes down to the shoulders.
Siri.
Very very beautiful peering eyes. And to match the green hair, a tight green sleeveless shirt that goes down to the waist, and then what looks like a black dog collar that has spikes, that has silver spikes coming out of it. And you see her just sitting there, just at not sitting. She's actually like standing behind the counter reading a book, nondescript. You can't see the cover, but that is what the two of you see. And Merida, as they begin to approach the building, Willow does let you up. So you are very quickly able to catch up to them, and you immediately know that's the difference too, because you slept here.
Yes.
So all the subtle differences I just described, and when you walk in behind them, you also notice the familiar face.
You're trying to get her to sit down, and now she's just rotating.
She's rotating.
So what are you guys doing other than trying to get cat ass out of your face?
He wants to talk to her.
Stop it!
Children.
Gremlin.
All right. I am gonna go to the library section.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look for the door that we found.
Okay. So I mean, as you're walking past the counter, you notice your passive perception is stupid, but she's looking down at the book, and you can see her like reading it, flipping a page when she's done. She's really like into it. But as you're walking by, she just kind of lifts her face ever so slightly, gives you the side eye as you walk by, and then just kind of looks back down at the book.
Bombastic side eye.
So as you're walking down, give me an intelligence check, sir. Let's see how good your memory is.
9.
Okay. Now, that wasn't to say that you weren't going to find it. That was to see how long it took. So, Steven, what are you doing in here? And Merida as well.
I'm gonna talk to Siri to see if I can contact anyone.
Okay. How do you approach? Do it.
I'm just gonna walk up. Is there some way I can contact another town from here? Is there some spot in town I can do that? I've got an important message I have to send, and it's not going to be fast enough if I go there on foot.
Garrison, you wouldn't have to. Okay, so you say this to her?
Yep.
She just kind of shuts the book, sets it down. I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so I need to deliver a very important message. It's urgent, but if I go on foot, it's going to be way too late. Is there like some way I can like basically call someone here or just anywhere in town I can do that?
I mean, absolutely. We've got, carrier pigeons and delivery people, owls. I mean, you just gotta go to that building across the street there, and she points out. I mean, she points at her own wall, but she's like, it's just right across the street over there.
Okay, I'm gonna head over there.
Just let them know. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
You're a bear. I'm
No.
sorry. I've never seen something like you before. You're not from around here.
No, I'm not.
Are you with them? What can I do for you? I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
You're good, dearie. Just wondering if there was a place I could lie down.
Absolutely. We have beds upstairs. They're not they're nice. They're not overly expensive. Are you looking for just a night? Just one night? Or a couple of nights?
Just one night would be great.
1 silver. That's all. And just head on up and make yourself at home. There's a few beds up there. No one's taken any yet.
I appreciate that. And then she'll hand over a silver piece.
So, Merida, without really your passive perception is enough to tell the the passive aggressiveness that you were getting from Siri in the Crook House. It's completely wild. Doesn't even seem like her.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I don't know if I'm hallucinating from being awake for too long, because I haven't slept since my sister's funeral. So I don't know if I'm straight in the head or if I'm hallucinating. So it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So that's why I'm like, I'm going to go lay down and we're going to start again in the morning.
Okay. I'm right up the stairs there. If you need anything, just call. I'm here all the time.
I appreciate that, dearie. Thank you. She'll hand over a silver piece and head upstairs.
Okay. And as you are heading up the stairs, so you notice that the staircase is actually attached to the far wall that has the front door on it. To the left, there's an aisle that goes all the way down, curves off to the left, and heads back to the library. And it's just a really, really long counter with just various stools and shit behind it. It seems like she's the only one that works here, but it's a long enough counter for multiple if they get too busy or whatever it is that they do here. If they have events or whatever, there's just more tables and a long. As you're heading toward the staircase, coming from the left is another very familiar looking small fish that just very, very quickly just by you, runs right up to the green-haired girl, hands her a folder, turns around, and just runs right by you again as you get to the first step.
Okay.
Yorick, you do eventually find the aisle that has the ever infamous door at the end of it. And again, as you're looking down these aisles trying to find the door, you do remember very, very slightly, very, very slightly, the only aisle in this library that had a short where you could actually see the end of it was the one with the door. Now, as you're walking down these aisles, they're all just normal. It's aisle, another hallway, aisle, another hallway, aisle, another hallway. You can actually see the end of them. And as you reach the appropriate one, where it takes you quite a bit of time to find it, there it is. There's the door. None of the books in this aisle look anything like you did before. When you came down this aisle before, there were various scrolls and history books and very, very old leather bindings and like rawhide, and some of them were cracked. They were so old, and pieces were falling off, and there was shit in the aisle from just decay and people not taking care of it, and just paperwork shoved into the aisle where it didn't belong. It is so well organized, and everything looks just normal the way it should. But there's the door.
I am going to try and open the door.
So you approach it and try to open it?
Yes.
Okay. You open it up, and it's a mop closet.
How special.
And it is a mop closet, and it stinks. It is that stagnant water, just mops that are way past their expiration date. Like people have been using them and not letting them air out properly. Just mildew and mold and everything just wafts right out and hits your face. But there are no jars of dismembered body parts.
I'm gonna close that right back.
And as you close the door, you hear that very familiar behind you. So you hear it behind you, and then it stops, and then you hear it coming towards you.
You gonna get killed.
Uh,
You about to get murdered by the lotto.
sorry about that.
And I mean, you're looking down, and you guys know what an axolotl looks like. It's just a blank face. This one's mostly gray. The only part that's pink is right here on the nose and the face part. The eyes are just those little beady, straight black eyes. Everything else is just a gray fish body, and it's up on its two legs, its little arms, and it's just looking up at you.
I took a wrong turn. Sorry. I'll get out of your way. He's gonna back
Well,
up.
yes. Well, yes to that, Judd, but the only thing that would be pink would be the nose and the mouth. But yes, exactly. A reference photo if you're looking for it. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll just. He's gonna back out of the way so the lotto can get to the closet.
So you just kind of like go off in one direction to get out of the way of the door?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it just reaches up, opens the door, grabs one of the mops that are way too tall for it, hooks it up underneath one arm, and just start. And you just see this like trail of stagnant, nasty water just weaving up and down the aisle until it takes a sharp left at the end. And the door is still open. So again, the waft just hits you. It never shut the door.
I'll
Unbelievable.
that is it's enough of that.
All right. Garrison. Sorry. We're going to change. Garrison, you approach them very, very quickly. Now, how are you approaching, by the way?
I'd like to roll a stealth.
That was okay.
Right? Yeah. Is that right?
Yes. You have stealth at disadvantage.
Yes. So... All right, so that's a 15.
Okay. That is a 15 on stealth, and I have to ask this because it's been a little while. Are your feet touching the ground?
I would say if I was gonna try and like approach them without making noise, I would do the hover. I was actually thinking about scaling the building and getting up on the roof to look down the alley if that was possible.
Okay. So you get down there, and Malador, with your perception check, you were able to see it. He was already well inside the aisle, or well down the alley before you had even made it the entrance into it. And right as you crest into the entrance of the alley, you see two things. You see these four humans in a line, just kind of slowly bebopping their way down this alley that's like shaded by both of the buildings. And on the left, you see Garrison fly right up to the roof of the building.
Yo, okay.
And now he's just kind of doing like the Superman thing, just waiting for a noise as he looks. What exactly are you looking for?
Well, I'm waiting. I'm going to see what they're doing. Like,
Okay.
You know.
So, if you're keeping up with them, kind of like gliding along the roof and looking down as you approach, and Malador, I'm assuming you're continuing to approach.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll stealth though as well, so they don't see me.
Do your thing, or you hope. You have a +1 in stealth and no advantage. Woo!
17.
Oh, god damn it! All right. And actually, I get even though they're, you know what? I still get to roll for them. I still get to roll for them, damn it. Even though they don't
Garrison,
have
if they
pluses.
catch me, jump down and kill them.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm helping you.
All right.
Specifically told you not to come.
So, Garrison, you're going to be watching them as they go, and the more your view watches them, the more you're able to look ahead at the same time because you want to see where they're going and what they're doing. You notice that they're making their way back behind the buildings where that river is, that infamous river you guys all had to cross to get out to the field where that tree was. So as you're going, there is one very familiar landscape. Now keep in mind, when you guys went to that field and saw that tree, you were 2 days away in the poor district.
Right.
Keep that in mind. Because now you're in the rich district. And as you get past the roof of the building and you look out into that field and you see that winding, rapid river that almost drowned a couple of your comrades, off in the distance, you see the tree out in the field by itself.
I burnt
And at
that
the
tree
same
to the ground.
and at the same time, you see these four escape the alleyway and then just regroup next to the river.
Mhm.
And that's all they
Fuck,
do.
I burnt that tree to ash.
You also look. Well, Malador, you do not clock it. You don't see it.
Right. I'm still
You're down
thinking.
on the ground. You also see Malador continuing to approach. You also see Garrison. So you see the four get out of the alley. You see the tree. You see the
Yep.
four get out of the alley and group up next to the river. You clock Malador. You also clock one of the four noticing Malador. And all of that in a matter of seconds.
Cool. Yep.
Garrison, I need a con save, sir.
Con save.
Yes. This one's going to be a straight roll. No advantage. 24 is
Oh.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are salivating, but you're still in full control.
Mhm.
And oddly enough, you still haven't taken any damage.
Yep. My hunger's getting the best of me right now. I am gonna look into that. But yeah, so I'm gonna see what transpires.
Okay,
So
just gonna sit and look for a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. So what you notice Malador, what are you doing? I have to ask this first.
Well, do I notice he's seen me?
No, you would have been focused on the kids. You watched him go up to the roof, and then your perspective became about this narrow.
Alright. So Valdor's like, this motherfucker, why is he not helping me? So he's gonna
Help
be
you
like,
with
hey!
what? What are you
He's
doing?
gonna scream out to the kids, the people to distract them. Hey!
Okay. Two of them are going to turn around and look at you. And Garrison, you're going to immediately notice the one that clocked him bump elbows on another one that turns around. And then they kind of whisper something. And then they look. And then the four of them get on the edge of the river one by one.
How you doing?
With their backs facing the alley.
Okay. I'm again just see what, now I'm like curious, like what the fuck are they doing? Like,
Okay. And while you guys are curious, Steven. So you exit the inn and go across the street. Give me, you know what? No, I don't even need a roll. At the moment you exit and you look at relatively across the street at relatively the angle, you see exactly what she was talking about. You see the building that they were talking about. You actually see it's kind of the same thing. It's a wooden stick about that long that goes about an angle off the front door, and there's literally like a white flag that has the picture of a pigeon on it.
I'm gonna head in there.
Okay. So you go in, and it's just again, just kind of like the library in the inn without the stairs. You go in there, and there's just boxes and crates and bags and just full of scrolls and parchment and just someone standing behind a desk that looks to be writing something. And then you see cages and cages and cages of birds. So when you walk into this building, it is the loudest form of nature you've ever heard. It is just squawks and just everything, just and whoo and just everything behind this fucking counter. There are just rows and rows and rows of caged birds. A few of them are free. He has one on his desk and one on his shoulder and one on his head, but the majority of them are caged. And you just see like a about 5'5", tan skin, bald, like completely bald on the top, but like bushy white hair on each side. Spectacles that are roughly about that big, and all the way down on the nose. Not a human. Looks more gnomish, but has a slight elven as well. It's got the pointy ears, fat nose but long nose, and then just the glasses all the way down here, and just looks to be writing something on another piece of parchment. And as you approach the desk, he puts the feather pen down and rolls the parchment up, hands it to the bird that's on his head, and the bird flaps by you out the door. Ah, hello.
Hello.
My apologies for the noise. I can't seem to calm them down. You
Fine.
wouldn't happen to have any bird food, would you?
No, I don't think I do.
Ah, rotten luck. I don't have any time to go to the store and buy any. What can I do for you?
How much would it cost to send a message?
Oh, well, that depends on who you want to send it to and where you want to send it. And what kind of bird would you require? Do you need quick speed or moderate speed or slow and steady? Some of the quick ones, they get lost easier. Some of the moderate ones get picked off by predators easier. The slow ones, they take longer, but they know how to hide.
I think I would like to have 2 of the moderate ones.
2. Oh, okay. Do you have your own paper, or do you need me to provide that too?
I would need the paper.
Oh, well, okay. And he kind of turns around, and you see, it's a very very similar getup as Zerut. As he turns around, you notice that it's overalls, but it's not the crisscross in the front like Zerut. It's crisscrossed in the back to like pull it tight. And the only thing that you can conclude from that is that the overalls are too big for him. So he crisscrossed it to make it tighter so they'd actually work. So when he turns around, it bows. You know, like when you pull something too tight that's big, it bows out.
Yeah.
So it's just this like big part of like he has something shoved down his back, but it's not. It's just space because the overalls are too damn big. He turns around, bends over, grabs 2 pieces of parchment and just puts them down on the table, puts a feather pen down. Write your message.
Okay. On the first one, I'm going to write to Ro and ask her about the Brotherhood. Going to explain that I could possibly take care of them if they need taken care of.
Okay.
And that... Wait. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna ask about the Brotherhood. Ask if they need to be taken care of. And ask if she knows who I am.
Okay.
And then on the second one, I'm going to write to the King of Quickminster. And
Quickminster. Got it.
I am going to ask how things are in... Actually, I'll just explain my situation. Saying that, hey, I got time kidnapped. What's happening?
Are you adding in that you met a thinker, or are you leaving that out?
I'm gonna throw that in because I think he would understand the situation better.
Okay. Time is screwed up and met a thinker. Okay.
We've established though that it's not just time.
Oh, I know. I'm taking little notes so that I can put it into his character folder so I do not forget. Because those are going to come into play and I want to remember them. So, Judd, if you don't mind, take your notes as well. But I am adding this to your folder on my end.
Okay.
Notes by Bird. Got it. Fantastic. Yeah, just make sure you keep notes for yourself as well.
Yes.
I am getting better at keeping notes, so you guys don't have to remind me of shit. But that is definitely a big one. Okay, so you finish writing. Okay. Those seem a little small for the amount of paper, but all right. He just starts rolling them up, and he puts ties them up with what the hell is that called that they said? Twine for newspapers. Sorry, I've been drinking. Does a little bow with some twine on both of them, and then turns around and opens up two cages, and carrier pigeons come out because you said you wanted moderate.
Yeah, moderate.
Yes. Okay. So he opens up the carrier pigeons, and they flap out and they land on the table. And he takes some. He reaches down underneath behind the counter where you can't see and pulls up just a little bit of feed and puts it on, and they peck it until the food's gone. Then he ties the scroll to each of their legs, and they fly out. That'll be 5 gold.
That's it. I hand
You
over
think
the
it should be
gold.
more? You know, I have been trying to reorganize my financial. Do you think it should you think I should charge more?
If you're going like real long distances, maybe.
To be honest, I don't even know where either of those locations are that you said, but I sent them out because that's what you're paying for.
How do the pigeons know where to go?
Your guess is I've never figured that out. I don't even know how this is a business.
I don't even know where I send these things. I don't know. They go, they come back. That's it. I don't even know.
That'll be 5 gold, please.
I'll hand over 7 gold.
Oh wow, a tip. Thank you. Hey, if you ever need to send anything, just let me know. I'm here all
Yeah.
day. Every day. I never leave.
That's all I have.
You sleep in here?
It's a set existence.
I mean, yeah, like as you're asking if he sleeps in here, you kind of like scanning behind the counter. You see a cot set up on the left, and like over on the right is a table with like a plate that's looks like it's empty of just like recently eaten food, and he's just kind of standing there. Are you? Do you need anything else, or
What other services could you offer?
this is
Wow.
all I do.
This is all you do. Just the words.
Do you want a pet, or do you need help training one?
I'm fine. Actually, I have a buddy. He's a little untrained, but I don't think you could handle him.
That's
Oh,
fucked
man.
up. I don't know if you're
What-
talking about me, but that's fucked up.
What kind of buddy are you talking about? I'm interested.
Shark?
Oh, I love sharks. They would eat all of my birds and I'd go out of business, but I love sharks. You should bring him by sometime. I'd love to see it.
I'll bring him by.
I don't exactly have enough water for them in here, so I don't know how they'd survive on land, but
This one has legs.
shark with legs.
Yep.
Yeah, you need to bring him by.
I'll bring him by.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back to the inn.
My name is Lyle, by the way, as you're walking out the door.
Bye, Lyle.
Lile for anyone who wants to write that down.
Lyle Crocodile.
Lile. Owner of Pigeon for anyone who wants to write that down.
I don't know what kind of bullshit I'm gonna pull out of my ass, Garrison, but you better fucking do something.
Okay, so
I don't
you're
know
done.
what you're
All
doing.
right. So
Trying
We're
to help
gonna-
you get food.
we're gonna circle back to Yorick and Merida. Merida, you climb the stairs, and it's the exact same layout that it was the first time. So you get to the top of the stairs, and it's just this wide open room. There's what looks to be about 6 or 7 beds, all on the far wall. The wall directly in front of the stairs, as you approach the top of it, is just lined with like breads and fruits and wine bottles just there for the taking. And then you also see like food carts that are separated from the wall. Nothing's on them. They're just like empty dishes and shit, but from what you can tell, it's just where they store it all. And then as you look to the left, there's about 7 beds. Each one has a curtain in between it that you can pull for privacy. And that's it. It's just your basic layout.
Just gonna go to the first bed and just pass it out.
So you just go and just face flop down.
Yep.
It is oddly the most comfortable surface you've ever slept on.
Fabulous.
You just lay down and kind of like sink in a little bit. Yorick.
I am gonna. I'm gonna go back out and I'm gonna get a room.
Okay, so you head back to the front.
Yeah.
Once again, she's in her book. You notice that she's a little further along than last time.
I would like to rent a room.
Did you find everything you wanted to find back there?
Yes. Yeah. I did.
All
One
right.
room.
That'll be 1 silver. I think your friend already went up there.
All right. He's gonna pay up a silver.
I think your friend already went up there.
We're
I think your friend already went up there.
all right.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
a silver. Thank you. I think your friend already went up there.
He's just gonna give a thumbs up and he's gonna walk up the stairs.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, and the same thing as you go up the stairs. It's the same way it was before. Only now you see the same wall of wine bottles that I described to her, the same food carts that are just empty dishes on it, and then Merida at the first bed face down, just snoring away.
I prefer purring, but okay.
Purr, snore, same thing.
All right. I'm gonna go to the bed at the opposite end.
Okay, so all the way down on the other end?
Yeah.
Okay. And you lay down.
I'm also gonna take out my book and try to. I'm gonna try to communicate with it.
You take it out of the pouch?
Yes.
So how would you like to communicate with it? Like, are you trying to go in mentally or are you trying to go in physically? There are 2 different.
Mentally.
Okay. So you do you like lay down on your back or do you sit down?
I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, so you sit down on the bed, you pull out the book, you open it. So the first thing that you're going to notice before, I mean, do you open it or do you try to go into it when it's closed? Let's set the scene here.
I'm gonna check the cover and the binding first, and then I'm gonna open it and then try to go in.
Okay, so the first thing that you're going to notice when you sit down on the bed, you're going to pull the book out, and it literally says, "The Many Adventures of Yorick Evermore."
That's
Terrifying.
That's pretentious. Reading your own book. Wow, unbelievable.
Does
But yes,
who it's by?
it's by you. Well, it's actually it says written by Yorick Evermore, co-author Stephen King,
Ooh.
which you know is him.
The Goat Man.
So before you're thinking like, I'm gonna try to try to get into this thing mentally, you pull it out, and that's the first thing you notice on the cover. The Many Adventures of Yorick Evermore, written by Yorick Evermore, co-author Stephen King. Before you even open the book. And the book is like encyclopedia. And it's like a navy blue.
I'm gonna flip through. I'm gonna flip through a few pages, mainly to the ones that I know of.
Which pages are those?
Like the pages that would have had light matter, dark matter.
How about the one where you showed up at Coast City, in an alternate dimension, and then how we got out of it? Is that chapter in that book?
Give me a perception check, Yorick.
That's the chapter we need.
Which you have advantage on and a +7. Son of a bitch.
Answers right here, guys.
You rolling with regular dice or beyond?
Regular.
Do it. I want to hear the clack.
It was a 12. Wait.
Advantage and +7.
There we go. That's a double 20. Oh my god. So 27.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you, and it really only takes you a few minutes because you're pretty sure of where it is. This book is about 400 pages. It is thick as fuck. It is a big book. And it's parchment paper, so the pages are kind of thick so that they don't tear. And if they get wet, it really doesn't ruin them. You and Steven apparently wanted to make sure that this book was crisp and immaculate for the longest it could be. And as you're scrolling through, there is zero in this book about spells, light matter, dark matter, atom, anything. Nothing in this book whatsoever. What you do end up scrolling through here is The Many Adventures of Yorick Evermore. It features Stephen King. It features Trock. It features Vidar. It features some other names. It actually features Jerem. Jerem, the leader of the Royal Guard in Salvetti, in case you needed to get it, I needed a refresher, so I said it out loud.
He was impaled on his statue.
It also it also talks about an adventure with Ultima Vicis. It talks about actually, let me make sure that I have this name right.
Just to keep my mind clear, is Malador in that book at all?
No.
Okay.
I need to give me 1 second. It also talks about an adventure with Jerem. It talks about an adventure with the Ultima Vicis, with Stephen, with Vidar, with Trock. It talks about adventures with Ver de Duz. Ver, the leader of Relictus. But it does not talk about him being Relictus in the book. I'm sorry, Ver de Duz.
Deduce.
I screwed up my own pronunciation. Ver deduce. Ver deduce and row. Dukrosk. Which you know, both of them are first and second in command of Relictus in your timeline. In this book, it does not make mention of Relictus whatsoever, just adventures with them.
So then that's kind of a
And like these adventures, man, they are elaborate. You found what? I have to give me 1 second because I do not want to get these names wrong, and I know I made notes of them. The hell was the name of that? Give me 1 second. While you're trying to figure your shit out, I'm gonna. Okay, so also it talks about adventures with a man that calls himself Abric. And Vlenrek. Which, Garrison, you would recognize that name if you were reading the book.
Vlenrek?
Vlenrek.
I know that one.
You would know that one because he was involved in the Cyclops fight with you and Vernon.
Oh, was that the guy's name?
Vlenrek. Yes. Vlenrek.
all right. I'm going to try to skim until there's any mention of events that are currently happening, like being in a different timeline potentially, or a different reality.
No, I mean, I'm not going to make you roll again with that perception check, no. What you will notice is that this book is written to the fullest, every page. Beautiful calligraphy. You've got silver and gold lace in and like along the edges of every page. Very, very smooth, like hide parchment paper, and it's complete and it's published. The last adventure that it talks about is it makes mention of yours and Steven's interest in going to Coast City to find new adventures. So leaves it on a cliffhanger for a second one.
So that's it. All right.
And that's it.
I'm gonna close it, put it away for right now, and I'm gonna take a nappy nap.
Okay. So you take a nappy nap. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. The one thing that I wanted to mention also is the adventure with Jerem and Trock talks about the Amulet of Shadows.
Okay, so that exists. Good.
I found it at the last fucking minute, but yes. So you go down to take a nap. You go down to take a nappy nap. Which again, when you finally put the book away and lay down, it is the most comfortable service you've ever laid on. That tracks. All right, so we're going to go back to Garrison and Malador.
So the kids are facing the river.
Yes. They are, like side by side, backs turned to the alley. You notice two of them notice Malador, and you heard him call out to them.
Yeah.
And after he called out to him, you saw the elbow. The one that noticed that you clocked before elbowed another one. They both looked. They looked at each other. They looked back. They looked at each other. And then the four of them broke the group and went 1, 1, 1, 1, facing the river.
It looks like they're gonna jump, right?
It doesn't. No, I mean you don't see their knees bending or anything.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
Well, I'm just curious. I'm just waiting to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out to them. Hey, you guys smoke?
Oh Lord.
Okay. I need both of you to do perception checks again.
Ah. That's a 13.
Okay.
It's an 11. Jesus.
All right. Never mind.
Yep.
So it's very rare that I get to say that, because you guys usually roll pretty well. You roll shit in combat, but when it comes to out of combat, your rolls are usually like everyone's rolls are usually spot on until you get into combat, and then it's like
Everyone gets nervous in combat.
yeah, exactly. Everyone starts rolling natural ones. Okay, so you yell out, "Do you smoke?" No reaction.
I'm gonna grab in my pocket, pull it out. Hey, want some?
So Garrison, with your 11 and with your perspective, I will tell you that as he pulls it out of his pocket, the one thing that you do notice is as all of their backs are now facing you and the alleyway, as Malador is starting to make his way toward the exit of the alley into the grassy field behind the buildings where they're standing in front of the river, you do see their hands come up this. So, but it's at their stomach. I know it's difficult visual here at the camera, but they put their hands like this, but at their stomach level.
Yeah. Okay.
All four of them just like not even synchronized. I mean, literally at the same time. Just
So synchronized.
I guess. Listen, I'm drinking. Yes. So just literally just boom at the within.
Do I hear anything? No, they're not making any noises.
Nope.
I'm gonna just kind of be like, something's not right here.
Garrison, one more perception check. I'm gonna give it to you because Malador is trying to get them to smoke.
Wow, natural 1. Let's go.
Okay. So Malador, are you continuing to approach with your bowl?
No,
How close would you?
Yeah, I think he's gonna put it away.
How close?
They're obviously not speaking to him.
Yeah, no, they're not reacting at all. You wouldn't have noticed the hands going up. That was Garrison from his perspective.
Right.
But you're still looking at their backs, and they're not reacting to you at all.
Malador, I guess, would stop about 5 feet away. Be like, fuck, come on, Garrison, come do some shit. Dude, he doesn't say it out loud, but he's thinking, and he's like, what the fuck, man, come on.
Okay. Give me 1 minute here. This is going to be fun. All right. Hell yeah. So I'm going to share my screen here.
God damn it.
Oh, jeez.
See, Garrison, this is why I came with you.
So,
Gross.
all four of them turn around one by one. First one turns into this guy.
These guys Power Rangers?
Second one turns into this guy.
Turtles.
Third one turns into this guy. Fourth one turns into this guy.
Yeah, they look like superheroes.
Yeah.
So they turn around with their hands still at their stomachs. But that is now what. So you guys just saw normal kids, and as they turn around, just the image just changes to what you just saw. Just very, very slowly, like as they're turning.
Like Mystique.
Yes.
Like how she changes. Yeah.
Yes. Good reference. Yes.
Malador sees this and he's like, "All right, got it. Not people. What the fuck are you guys?"
Well, sorry to say, but they each get surprise attacks on you.
Yeah, he's confused.
Okay, so Malador, one thing that you are going to hear as the four of them turn around is the one with the black mask has the hands down at the stomach and is going to look at the two to his right and the one to his left and then look back at you and point. Impure.
Oh no, here we go again.
Oh no! Huh?
Okay. That is... Oh, okay. That's a 20 to hit. That's a miss.
Go.
That's definitely a miss.
Let's go. 21 AC, everybody.
All right.
How do you have a 21 AC?
Shark. My shark gave me an AC boost.
Because at the beginning I had to modify his AC because he had a
Because
24
of
at level
how high
1.
it was, yeah. So he's just giving me my
so now
levels
I'm
back in when every time I
slowly-
level up. Yeah.
I'm slowly building it back up. Because 24 is where he belongs in his wear. But at
Right.
level 1, no.
Even when he's
I'm
not
just
in his wear?
Absolutely not.
When he's in his wear, even at level 1, he should have been at 24 AC, and I wasn't allowing that. So I'm just building it back up again. Okay, that's a natural 20, Mr. Garrison.
Wait, does a natural 20 still hit me at all?
Yes, because they have pluses.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
If they didn't have pluses, no. If they had a
No,
plus
right,
0,
If they had a plus 0, it would
even
not
a
hit at
natural
all.
20 wouldn't do
Yeah.
it. That is where shit really starts getting wild. Okay, so I've got 1 on Garrison and 1 on Malador. That is it. Out of the
They
fucking...
see me up on the roof?
Yeah. Yes, sir. So out of the 8 goddamn rolls, 2 hit. Fuck both of you. All right,
Sorry, I have a big AC.
it happens.
Wait, so one of them hit, right?
1 hit.
Reaction, fire shield.
That is very true. Okay, so anyone who attacks and succeeds automatically takes a D8 fire damage as a result, so roll your D of 8.
Wait, do I get
7.
any partial cover because I'm up on the roof?
Yeah, but they beat it out. Because you... So with the 3/4 cover, you would have been at 24 AC. They got a natural 20, which made it 26. So they still beat you out either way. I know. I thought about that. So you're good. You're covered. What'd you roll?
7.
So 7 damage, 7 fire, automatic.
This is
All
new
right.
for you, Garrison. You see Malador just burst in flames, and as soon as the guy hits him, and it bounces and hits them as well.
Yep. So basically, as the guy hits Malador, as the guy is charging after Malador, he bursts into flames. When the guy hits Malador, as he makes contact with Malador, it literally starts just crawling up his own body and sets him on fire for a second. So unlike before where he would burst into flames, someone would touch him and it would hurt because it was flame, this one literally just crawled up the body for a second. And then it goes away. All right, give me 1 second. So Malador. Okay, yeah, so you're going to be resistant to this. All right, so you are going to take after the resistance 7 points of piercing damage, Malador.
Okay.
As yours rushes up And as they're rushing up, you see what should have been normal hands with 5 fingers. Just as they're rushing up, it molds into 2. Just 2 giant fingers about that wide.
Okay.
And they
This guy
grow to about
Plastic Man?
that long. And out of like you see the 5 fingers morph into 2 thick, long fingers, and then those fingers turn into blades.
Oh, so
And-
he's Clayface. Got it.
And one of them just slashes up at you. Garrison, you are immediately, and even for your speed, met with very quickly one of them up on the roof with you.
Okay.
Same exact transformation. The hands just turn into 2 like arm thickness fingers
Mhm.
that then turn into blades and slash up at you.
Do we need to
Alright,
roll initiative now?
You will in just a minute. That is 14, Garrison, and I know you have reactions to it.
Yes. Yep. So,
You've got your
That was-
pole arm, which it entered your space, so you have that
Yep.
one, and I think you have others.
with just
could use that as
the just the
reaction.
pole arm.
Okay, yep, so go ahead with your pole arm, but that was 14 to you, Garrison.
I didn't know I could use that as a
Oh,
reaction.
Jesus, that's another.
No,
natural
that
one.
does not hit.
All
All right, so go ahead and roll initiative, guys, unless you have something else.
I rolled a 12.
Can I get all these low rolls out now? Jesus, a 5?
Like, dude,
Like,
yeah, come on. What the fuck?
Garrison got a 5.
I rolled an 11.
I mean, 9 total. I rolled a 5, so 9 total.
9 total, got it?
Yeah.
All right, 9, and then we're gonna go.
I'm done rolling with this dice. It's banned.
It goes away, it's done.
It's going in dice jail.
It is going in dice jail. Okay, so initiative is, it's gonna be 2 of them, and
I
then
need to get fire dice.
It's gonna be 2 of them and then Malador. So Malador, it's gonna be 2, and then you're on deck. So just
Okay.
think about what you want to do.
Got it.
So the 2 that are going first are the ones that are still on the ground. So one of them is going to approach. Actually, no, he's not going to approach Malador. What I need from Mr. Malador is a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 19.
Okay, never mind.
Let's go.
And then
That's why I
one
put
of
that dice
them-
away.
all right, give me 1 second. Da, 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 da.
That roll was risky. I only have a +1 to that.
You know what? It worked.
Did.
Okay, yeah, this one's a roll to hit. Okay, Garrison, from down on the ground, you notice another one take a step forward toward Malador, kind of like shimmer, and nothing happens. The second one looks up at you, lobs a firebolt up onto the roof. It lands near your feet, dissipates.
Cool.
Malador, you are up.
Okay. So how close are these guys to me?
One of them's right on top of you because he just attacked, and the other
How
one,
close is the water?
I mean, you got within 5 feet of them, so that's how close it is.
So they're right on the water.
They're right on the water.
Okay. So
One of
how
them
many
is
in front of
one,
me?
2. One of them is 1 step away from the water, so probably 4 feet from you. The other one's right on you, and then the one that took a step toward you is 1 step in front of the other one to his right. So you've got 3 in front of you down on the ground. You have the one
Okay.
right in front of you,
Right.
1 4 feet, 1 5 feet, and then the one up on the roof with Garrison.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna attack the first one with my katana, the one that's really close to me.
Okay.
And in 1 second, I need to read this.
Oh, the katana you have. Okay,
Yeah,
that one you
I
haven't
need to
identified yet. Your
read
special one. Got
this
it.
real quick. This is a bonus action. Damn it, that's not gonna work. Ah, fuck it. I'll make it work.
Which one are you doing?
I was wanting to shove, but that's gonna interrupt my rage. But fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway because I think I'll be fine, for at least now. So I'm gonna tackle my katana first. That is a roll to hit.
Mhm.
Ooh. 16.
No.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
No.
Okay, so
So
that
you
misses.
take out your brand new blade and go to slash, and it's not really even that the creature moved out of the way. It's you slash down, and it's like the katana just goes through it.
Got it. Okay, so with my bonus action, the one that's closest to the water, that like right on the edge, I'm gonna use my shove ability. For the
Isn't
first
that a
time.
touch?
Nope, it's telekinetic.
It is telekinetic.
I
It
have
has
the
to
force now.
it has to make a strength save DC or be shoved 5 feet. Okay. Okay, that's a natural 12 for a 16.
Fuck.
Sorry.
All right, then I'm gonna do my chain, which I can do, right?
Yes.
All right.
Well, yeah, because you have 2 actions. 2 melee actions is what you chose.
Right.
However, I told you guys to specify which one, right?
Yeah, it's the Hellfire chain. That's the one. That's the 2.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yeah.
All right, and that is.
I have a +8 to that.
Yeah, I noticed. But you have a +8 to your katana too.
Yeah, I have a +8 to all my melee weapons except my bite.
So they have to do a strength roll of 16 to not get grappled. Okay.
Yeah, and I automatically do a whole bunch of fucking damage.
That's an 18 on the strength. But you
Okay.
do get your 2 dice of 6 bludgeoning and your 1 die of 8 for fire.
That's 5. And that's a 6, so 11 damage for bludgeoning, and then a die of 8 for the fire.
Yes.
8.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, so that would be
13.
13, yep.
So 24. Not bad. Not bad. That's a good amount of damage. Fantastic. All right, cool.
Oh, that shove would have been cool. I'm excited for you to describe it, because that's going to be new for Malador.
The shove, yeah.
He does not know he can do that.
I might actually let you do that. Even though you've never done it, I might actually let you describe it.
Right, okay.
Just so that you can feel it. Steven, I need you to do me a favor and roll a perception check.
Oh boy. Where is that?
I'm very much describing it as the Jedi Force.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I have advantage on that. Thank you, DM. 16.
16. Okay. So as you are not, I can't even say as you're exiting, you already exited the pigeon and you're kind of walking back over toward the inn, and about halfway there you hear a scuffle somewhere near the building.
Is the axolotl about to claim its first victim?
Just so you're aware. All right. And then, oh, nope, it's one of them. Okay, so Garrison, the one that is up on the roof with you, gets to go, and then you are next. So plan your attack, sir. That's a big fat no. Go ahead.
All right. So with his miss, I am going to use my riposte, my battle master. So let me walk that off real quick. So that if he misses an attack, I get the use my reaction to attack.
For a superiority die to make a melee attack, yes.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll, sir. What do you got?
24.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
So it's going to be this plus a D8. So 12.
Nice.
Plus the D8. So that's 7. So that's 19 damage.
19. Hell yeah. That's not even your
Uh,
full turn. That was just a reaction.
That's just a reaction. Now it's my turn. And I'm going to do it again. So that's a 23.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's a hit. Nice. That's 16 damage.
Holy. Okay.
Kill him.
Bonus action. Hit him with the butt end of my polearm.
Got it.
So that's probably gonna 18.
Yes, just hits.
Nice.
So 7 damage there.
All right. Hell yeah. So 19, 16, and 7.
Who these
Alright,
Ghost Rider fakes
now
think they are?
My second attack. I'm gonna bite him.
I kind of figured you would.
18 hits.
Yes, it does. And he has to roll.
What kind of wacky things are you gonna get from him?
So it's the wisdom save to avoid the venom taking hold, and the strength of DC.
I'm sorry, Garrison,
Okay.
but you're probably riddled with diseases.
Okay. It failed its strength save,
Okay.
so you're healed by that 11,
Sweet.
and it failed its wisdom save.
Sweet.
So for 1 round, he's yours.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn, sir?
Yeah, that's all I got right now. How is he looking, by the way? I feel like I just did like 40 damage to him.
Doesn't look very hurt.
Really? Cool.
Definitely looks like he's under your control now, but doesn't look very hurt.
Yeah.
You got some good hits in on him.
So I control him next round, or I can
Yes.
control him? Okay.
Yes. Yep, you got 1 round of control. So you're basically your next turn, he'll go immediately after you. And unless you continue the bite, you'll lose control.
Yep.
It's 1 round. So he doesn't have to do his wisdom save again unless you continue the bite.
Right.
But
Gotcha.
remember with the bite, he's grappled, so you immediately roll that damage on your turn. And
Yep.
then tell me what you're doing.
Yep.
All right, and now it is the guy that is in front of you, Malador.
Can't touch this.
That's a natural 20.
Never mind.
Never
Looks
mind.
Like he had.
That was 1 attack. And that is a 25.
I'm gonna do my other reaction now, and I'm gonna do the pole arm. I could do that, right?
No.
Yeah, it says it's the reaction. Pole arm master.
Opportunity attack?
No, that's only if they enter your.
While
The
you're wielding,
reaction, though.
provokes
Yeah,
an opportunity attack from you if they enter your reach. He's already in your reach.
Okay.
So that would have been
then I'm gonna do my hellish rebuke.
Yes, that is something that you can do. So when they enter it, so like the first time that he entered it, that would have been when you use your pole arm, when he approached you on that first attack. But instead you used flame shield.
Hellish rebuke's like a 16 DC now, right?
I want to
Run
say
to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
no,
That's
it's still
what I thought you
13.
told me.
It's
I
still
thought it was
13.
supposed to be 16, because my thing went up.
Your dex.
When I took my. That's weird. Because it showed my.
Oh yeah, because that was for strength, right? Yeah, I've got to go in and
why is
edit all
that
of
not
these.
16. That should
I
have
have
been.
to go in. I have to go in and edit all of them because it's not gonna immediately
Okay,
do it because it's fucking
okay.
stupid. You got it though. I got it.
I was
got
confused.
I got it. So it's 16. Okay.
What did that guy roll on his flame chain, on his grapple? On his grapple check?
No, you didn't grapple him.
Yeah, but what did he roll? He might have failed it.
No, he rolled higher than a 16.
Okay, never mind then.
Because I wasn't even going for the 13. I mean, he rolled, I think, a natural 15.
Okay.
Which would have bumped it up.
Right. Okay.
That is a
Just making
natural 20 for Dex. So, but he does on a failed. He does take half. So do your
2d10, right?
do your 2d10. Now, keep in mind, you have to tell me this prior. If you cast it at a second level, you do get an extra die, but you have to tell me that.
Well, how does that work for me? Because I don't have second level and first level.
You just
shit.
tell me. You just tell me.
Well, I'm
You just
always
say,
gonna
hey.
make it 3 dice, then, right?
Well, no, you can only cast it once because you don't have spells. Once per long rest, you can do.
Right, because it's a reaction, so it refreshes on when my reactions, right?
It refreshes when you take a long rest. Your reactions are always the 2d10. Once per long rest, you can do the 3.
So I could. Okay, got it.
But you have to tell me, and I know you didn't know that, so I will
didn't
give
know
it to
that.
you
Thank
right
you.
now.
Okay.
So roll the 3.
All right. Cool. 4.
Just keep in mind it's only once.
10. 17.
Okay, so 17 halved is 8. Okay, got it. And you on the natural 20. Okay. With your half on piercing, that's 13 damage.
That's fine.
Rolled a 26. So you're lucky you were fucking resistant to piercing. And then on the normal, that is 4.
Okay. Wait, I do 4? 4 more?
No, he did. He
Oh,
got you
never mind.
twice. He attacked you twice and hit twice.
Got
So
it.
he got you for a total of 17. All right, and then it goes back to the top of the round. The one that was near the river behind you or in front of you. I need another wisdom save, Melidor.
Okay. 13.
That is a fail. So you, sir, are blinded.
God damn it.
So just you're kind of tussling with this guy. He gets 2 good shots on you, and you're like, there's nothing. And then behind him, in the foreground, you hear kind of like a, and your vision just goes away. You don't fall
When
asleep.
that happens, as a reaction, can I summon the rider?
You already took your reaction, sir.
Oh, true. Okay, right. Yep.
Remember that.
I know what I'm gonna do next then.
So you are now blinded. So if you can, go on your conditions and click on blinded and just remember what it says. Everything to do with sight is at disadvantage, and that includes attacks.
Well, that might be overdrawn if he decides to come out. Or not overdrawn, taken away.
No, Ghost Rider doesn't cure conditions that were done by magic. It just makes you a little more badass, but you'd still be blinded.
Got it.
All right, and then the guy that is down on the ground that was firing at Garrison is going to use his movement to climb up on the roof. So Garrison, you now have 2 up there with you. And this one once again. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. This one once again is gonna climb up onto the roof, right up onto the edge, putting it so you've got one right on top of you, and this one's about 5 feet from you, lobs another firebolt, and it just goes right by you. You look confused. Oh, we can't hear you.
I said, is he within? Did he come within range of my?
He came within 5 feet of you. He's like on the edge of the roof. You're about halfway down it, so yeah.
So reaction bonus attack. The polearm mastery.
Yep.
He came within my. Yep.
Yes.
Do
it up, sir. Oh yeah? So, what'd you roll?
20.
You think a 20 hits?
Well, I know an 18 hit. So
okay.
So, yeah, kind of.
So you flip your glaive over and hit him, about center mass, and he is going to fly back and fall off the roof
Perfect.
and just right down on the ground.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right, Malador, you are up.
All right. Okay, so what kind of action do I get? A free action to try to call upon the rider?
Oh, I'm
How does
sorry,
that
hang
work?
on. Steven, were you going toward the noise?
Sure, why not?
Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to say that because you heard the noise, you went toward the noise, you went down the alley, you see this fight happening. Malador is standing in the alleyway, and in front of him is this just like purple masked being. Actually, no, he's got the black mask. And then behind him is another thing with purple, and beside it, up on the roof with Garrison, is two other purple things. But you walk into this.
I just imagine him walking in, seeing Malador fighting this guy, and then just boom, body falls next to him, and then he looks up like.
Well, he'd be walking down the alley, approaching Malador, and just hear, and it's off the other side because it's not near him; it's off the other side near the river. So he would just be walking down and just hear, and it's like over there. But yes, go ahead and roll initiative, Steven, since you are in the alleyway. Whether you're choosing to fight or not, you did come down here. Okay.
Okay, that's a 9.
Jake, what was your question?
Okay, so is it a free action to try to call upon the rider?
A free action? No.
What is it?
It is an action.
Awesome. Okay, so that works out really well for what I wanted to do then. So, for my first action, I'm going to call upon the rider.
Okay. That is a wisdom save, sir.
That is a 17.
All right. Describe what happens.
Malador, he just got blinded and he's pissed. So he's like, Ryder, I don't know what kind of fuck things you're doing right now, but I need your help with these fucking impure fakes.
Impure.
Impure!
Let me out.
Let's fucking do this! And he's gonna...
Okay. So, Steve, as you're walking up, what's going on? You hear the guy fall, and then you take your last step, and Malador, about 5 feet in front of you, goes boom and just explodes into the same flaming figure that you saw in that very strange Cyclops city, the one that hacked 5 of them down with that big ass blade. And as he explodes, he turns again into his like 7-foot shark form, skeletal shark form,
So badass.
covered in flames from head to toe, with that giant sword on his back, with the handle about that thick around. And because you're on his back, you can now see the blade. He's a 7-foot tall shark. It goes from shoulder to hip, and the blade is about that wide,
That's so badass.
all the way down the back. And then in the right hand, as he's holding it like this, you see the coiled, flaming whip that's about that wide. And he's just standing there.
We've been in this reality for 10 minutes and we're already fighting people.
And yes, and Garrison, you hear this and immediately see it.
Yeah.
You probably heard him scream, "Let's fucking do this!"
Because
Scream
he
that
is
pretty
in
loud.
he is in an alleyway that's like, normal for his size, and then he explodes up into this fairly massive wereshark creature that now puts about that much room between him and the wooden buildings, and he's on fire.
Oh shit.
Okay, what else would you like to do? You're in full control, so you tell me what you want to do.
Control of...
You're in full control.
Shut the fuck up. What can I do?
What do you want to do?
I want to obliterate them. I want them gone from the face of Earth.
Okay. So you draw out your sword. So once again, Steven, because you're right behind him, he just grabs this damn sword one-handed that looks like it shouldn't even be able to be wielded and just pulls it out. This like 5.5 foot long fucking blade. He just pulls it out, holds it out in front of him, and goes to swing. Give me, Malador, give me just a d20.
Okay.
Add your proficiency modifier and
That is not
a
the
+7.
greatest. What is my proficiency modifier?
3.
3.
Okay, so I got 3. Okay.
So you're adding +10.
Okay. So that I rolled a 10, so it's a dirty 20.
That hits. Give me. I'm looking at this. Sorry.
I'm good. I'm finding shit out.
Give me 5d8.
5, 7, 11, 16. I think I've rolled it 4 times, so I'm gonna roll it one more.
You rolled it 4.
27.
27. Now roll me a d4.
3.
Okay. So he takes out this massive blade, curves it upward, and swings. And for 27 damage, the one in front of him goes pop. Garrison, the one standing up in front of you that you've been fighting that you did 40 damage to, a tiny, about this big, little trail of light beams up, hits him in the side, and he goes,
Yo!
just explodes, and then the trail goes to the next one that you knocked off the roof. Literally, like from that one, just kind of trails, curves around the roof, goes down to the ground, and that one goes. And then Malador, you return to normal.
Do I still get
And
the
that-
rest of my...
That is your full turn.
Okay.
Cool.
And you are slightly aware of what you did.
Oh, awesome.
Steven.
Yes.
I need a dex save.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a dude behind us that was casting spells on me that made me
Wait,
blind.
I get advantage on that, right? Since I'm proficient.
Yes.
Okay.
And no, that's not why he needs the dex save.
Okay, I got 14.
Okay.
Roll it again.
I
Oh,
rolled it
no,
twice.
you got a
First was
14.
14. Second was an @1.
That's a fail.
Am I still blind?
Yes.
Okay.
Steven. 27 fire damage.
Wait, was that a spell save?
No.
Okay. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
From Malador?
I'm sorry.
God, are you trying to kill all my
No,
characters?
I was not. This time it really was not me. That was all him.
Literally was you though.
So let me
attention.
paint the picture here. He pops out his Ghost Rider. He wields this big ass blade. He hits one. When he hits one, a little bead of fire goes up to the next one, pops it, follows down to the next one and pops it. But the explosive nature of the sword expands outward, and Steven, you're like a cartoon character. You're just singed from head to toe. Just little trails of smoke are coming off your eyebrows or what's left of them. You're just sitting there kind of charcoaled. Just the heat radiating off what's left of your fur.
Dang.
So there's 2 left?
There's
One.
one left.
1. You killed 3. And Garrison, it's your turn.
Sweet.
So you saw the one in front of you just go boom. So you are
Yeah.
now covered in whatever the hell lived inside that thing.
And then I see the one in front of Malador.
No, that one's dead.
No, the
So
one
the-
casting the spell in front of him.
That one is by the riverbank.
Yeah.
Like a
Right.
step forward from the river, but that's the only one you can now see. So as you kind of try to like gain your what the hell just happened, you do another scan and you see Malador, just regular Malador. You see a French fried Steven standing right behind him. And then as you look off to your left, there's the last purple masked whatever the hell right at the riverbank.
Yep, gonna go after him.
Okay, so you're gonna jump down?
Yep.
You use your movement to jump? All right.
Can I fly?
Describe to me what they look like, sir.
Yeah, they are just gonna be how does this is it I want to make them like a shadow.
Yeah, that's up
Like
to you. Describe what you
like
want.
yeah, so like basically these wings sprout out from my back, and it's like it looks like how dry ice kind of like falls, but it's black.
Yeah.
And then the wings just constantly, it's just like a mist that like looks like it's constantly falling, but it's in the shape of wings, you know? Like the smoke from the vapes, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
So, Malador, because you're kind of trying to figure out what you're doing and noticed immediately that you had set your friend on fire, you look forward, you notice the one that's still at the riverbank, and then off the roof, you just hear. And as you look up, you see Garrison flying down with just these beautiful, like.
What do you mean I look up? I'm blind.
Well, that's actually true. So
I
you
don't know
just
what
hear
the
it.
fuck's going on.
You just hear it. So you kind of look back and smell.
I don't look back at all. I don't know what the fuck's going on behind me, but I need to worry about this guy.
You just hear coming from up above, and then land on the ground in front of you. And Garrison, what are you doing?
I'm attacking that guy.
Do it up.
Okay. Let's see. That's gonna hit.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, bonus action. So that's 8 damage. Just gonna miss.
Yes, that is definitely gonna
and
miss.
Second attack. Bam. That's gonna hit.
Yep.
And Jesus, come on.
Okay. So a total of 15 so far.
Yep. And that's it. That's all I got.
You get 3.
No, I subbed it
Oh,
for
you
an
took
extra reaction.
Reaction. That's right. Okay. So that's it.
Yep,
All right.
that's it.
So it is his turn. Actually, no, Steve, it is yours. What would you like to do? So you, Steven, being very new to this group, standing there kind of burnt to a crisp. Malador is very normal again. You're the only one that has smoke lifting off of him. It's as if Malador wasn't even set on fire. He's just completely normal, going, what the fuck's going on? As he's just kind of looking around from side to side, trying to figure shit out. You hear the wings from above, and you see Garrison come off the roof with just these like translucent, as you like dry ice, with just smoke bellowing off of them every time they. You see that vape smoke just puff, puff every time they flap, and he lands on the ground and just goes after the last remaining guy.
Are there fish in the water?
It's a rapid flowing river, so you're not really close enough to see. You can hear it and you can see it, but you're not close enough to inspect for fish. Garrison, what happened? Oh, we lost him. But yes, what would you like to do?
Well, I will start off. So the spell I chose to cast twice, I can cast a normal action once and then that on top of it.
Yes. Yeah, the spell you chose to cast twice, you can now cast twice per action.
11:30.
Is what that means. It's not as an action and a bonus action. You can cast that spell twice in an action and still have your bonus action.
Okay.
That's what that means. But you have to have the components for it. Just make sure you have, if it's I told you couldn't go above a level 1, so you don't need components for it.
Yep.
So you're good.
So can't do that because that needs components. Where did it go? Right there.
Which level 1 are you trying to do twice? Which one did you choose?
I chose Adazi's Void Bolt.
Okay. Is that the one you're going to do?
No, I am going to cast Symphony of Destruction on this
Hell
last one.
Okay. Ranged spell attack, creature within 60 feet of you. Yep. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage. All right. So you're okay. So this is at what, second level?
Yeah, second level.
Yes, it is.
22.
Roll to hit. 20. Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage.
Awesome.
Yes.
And
For
that is
anyone that needs to
necrotic
know what
damage.
his wings actually look like, go to reference photos. Sorry to interrupt.
My God.
Because that
9
is
necrotic
badass.
damage.
Okay.
And then for a bonus action, I am going to give Garrison. Actually, no. Garrison.
Before you waste that, how do you want to do this?
Instead of giving it to Garrison, I'm going to use Unsettling Words and use it on the last alien Power Ranger thing.
Well, considering you just killed the last one, how do you want to do this?
Oh! Shoot, I didn't
That's why
realize
I
you
said
were...
before you waste it, how
Okay.
do you want to do this?
I'm going to point my finger at this alien thing, and a thin little beam that you can barely see is going to shoot out, and then a second later it just explodes.
All right. What would you like the explosion to look like?
Just pieces everywhere, chunks of clay.
Oh no, I mean the spell explosion.
Oh,
Do you
spell
want it to look
explosion?
a certain way?
I mean,
Confetti.
just look like a normal explosion. Nothing fancy
Just
about it.
like, but like, do you want it to look like a fire explosion, or do you want it to be like a mixture of white, gray, and black circles that just like, how do you want it the spell to explode?
Fire
Because everyone knows
explosion.
what fire. Okay, so fire explosion. All right.
Boring.
So Garrison's worst nightmare, directly in front of you, sir. You hear a, and then the creature that you just hit right in front of you within arm's reach goes, and your worst nightmare explodes outward.
Yep.
So I need a dex save, Garrison. Only because you're weak to fire.
It's a
You're good.
17.
You are good. So you managed to dodge the fire. So for all intents and purposes, this is now over.
Nice.
And now
Fine,
Malador, Steven, and Garrison stand in this alleyway together.
Am I still blind?
You are.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
That works.
Yes. Thank
That's
you.
all you had to do. Yeah, because you can't cure blindness. It doesn't go away with a long rest or any of that shit. That's like something that you need a spell for, or to like go to a whatever, go to a whatever you have to do. You need a spell for that or an item that cures it.
Awesome.
But yeah, so you feel a little tingle and your vision reappears, and what you now see is just 4 different spots around you where there's just not even really body parts, just like blood spatter.
I did
And
say
you
I want
see-
them obliterated.
And you see Garrison standing in front of you now with these translucent, fading black wings that just look like they're made mostly of smoke. And then Steven, who you didn't know was here, that looks singed and charred from head to toe.
Well, you said I did kind of recollect what happened, so I knew he was. I didn't know he was here, but I knew someone was behind me, and I know I burnt someone.
Yes.
Right?
But
Burned
now,
the
well,
building.
you felt a presence behind you, but you didn't know who it was because you were blind. You felt someone
Right.
there,
Right.
but that's about like your passive perception would have been like, hey, there's someone back there.
Right.
But who it was, you had no idea. And now,
Right.
as you look in front of you, you see a burnt. Actually, no, because Steven didn't move. So your vision comes back, and you look and you see these strange wings on Garrison. And you kind of do a... Oh, and you see Steve back there, just charred from head to toe, and little trails of smoke coming off his singed fur.
Yeah, Steven! My bad. I did not mean to fuck you up.
Watch where you're pointing that thing next time.
Well, I wasn't technically pointing it, I don't think. He kind of has a mind of his own. He speaks to me up here now. It's very odd.
Well, tell the voices in your head to point their laser beams at the enemy.
Well, I did, and he said, fuck this guy behind me. He's very rude, actually.
Merida, it is not the next morning. You haven't been sleeping for very long, but what you do feel as you're laying face down in the bed is a very, very, very gentle shake of your left leg. Psst, hey. Psst, hey. Wake up.
What do you want?
Psst. Hey,
Go away.
wake up.
What?
Do you actually open your eyes?
Yes.
It is the green-haired female that was down at the front counter.
Oh.
I'm sorry to wake you. I received a telegram for you. I think the carrier pigeon died when it hit my counter. But this is for you. And you just see a just like a light tan envelope about that big, and it's got a red ribbon about that thick, just kind of tied around it in a very, very gentle bow. I need an intelligence check from you.
Why do I have
Merida.
as a howler now?
What?
Has anyone else seen Harry Potter?
Yes, I've seen them all.
Howler.
Yes. No,
Why do I have a feeling this is a howler?
I don't know, because you watch too many movies.
An intelligence check.
I'm actually surprised that you didn't make the reference to the pigeon hitting the desk as Ronald's owl.
Bloody bird.
Yeah, that one. Are you doing regular dice or beyond?
Errol.
Are you doing regular dice or beyond?
Regular.
All right, that is a +2 on intelligence, ma'am.
Yeah, move your shit. 18.
Okay. So as you did you take the envelope or were you just looking at it?
I'll take
Just
it.
as a, okay. So as she is handing it to you and you are grabbing it, the sight of this red ribbon. This ribbon was when you were children was passed between you and Tyr. As the ribbon that you'd wear in your hair. Back and forth. You'd either give it to each other or you'd steal it from each other. And the scent coming off this envelope is your sister. Smells just like her.
Interesting.
Once again, I'm very sorry to disturb you. I'll go now. And she just
No.
turns around and makes her way back down the stairs without even waiting for you to react.
Thank you. Okay. This is odd. I'll open it.
Okay. So I mean, you open it and it's an envelope. You take the ribbon off and it wasn't sealed with anything, so it just kind of flaps open and it looks like there's a piece of parchment inside.
I'll take the parchment.
Okay. Take it out, open it up. Hey sis, heard you were going to Coast City. I hope this found you. I'll be there in a couple of days. Mom's kind of disappointed that I'm leaving with you, but I I told her too bad it was time. I'm old enough. If that weird wizard guy is with you, tell him I said hi. Don't tell him I think he's kind of cute, though. Love you. Tear.
Always subtle, my sister.
It's a weird way to talk about Steven that way.
That's not the wizard she was referencing, but okay.
Wait a second. I'm gonna look around the room, see if anyone else came up.
Yeah, you see Yorick on like the complete opposite end of the room, never pulled the curtain, just way down to your right on the very end in the last bed.
She's just kind of, she's gonna look and see Yorick. She's gonna kind of smirk, kind of giggle, and then walk over to Yorick.
So as you get up from your bed and you start walking over, what you hear behind you is coming up the staircase and around and right by you. And basically at the same time that you get to his foot of the bed, this tiny little axolotl creature on your left intercepts the same bed and just throws an envelope onto his chest. Not the graceful way that the girl did to you by waking you up and handing it to you, just flings it, turns around and back down the stairs. Yorick's still asleep.
At least she was graceful with me about it. So Merida is gonna go up to Yorick and just awkwardly stare at him for a second to ponder.
Yorick, give me a straight roll perception check.
Straight roll.
Because your passive is insane. I have to. It's a +7, but not an advantage.
18.
18 plus 7.
25.
25.
Yeah. So you, in your sleep, are going to slowly start to fade back to reality, and you're going to feel something very light on your chest and just eyes kind of boring into you from the foot of your bed.
Before Yorick wakes up, I'm gonna run over to the side of his bed, realizing that he is starting to stir and go, "Oi! Wake up!"
Ow. Okay. What?
We got mail.
Got mail. He's gonna look down and.
Yep, you see the same light tan envelope, about that big around, and the same red sash, red ribbon, about that thick, wrapped around it, little bow.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Okay. It's just a piece of parchment inside. You pull it out.
Yep.
Okay. Pull it out. Open it up. Hey, Yanni, or I forget your name. If this gets to you before the other one I sent gets to Merida, let her know I'm coming to Coast City in a couple of days. Don't let her tell my mom. Don't let her tell grandma or grandpa either, because they'll just freak out. Oh, hey,
Are you saying?
are you still teaching me magic? Because I'm ready to learn, and I haven't told my sister yet. I don't plan to, because I know you asked me not to. But I'm ready to learn. I've been studying the books you gave me. why did you give me one about your adventures? I didn't want to read this. But anyway, it was a lot of pages. Your life is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get through all of it. I kind of lost interest midway through. But I'll be there in a few days. Yeah. Tear. So yeah, at the end it's just yeah, and then space tear. That's how she ended yours. Not even dots, just yeah and tear.
Okay.
I see you too got a letter from my sister.
Oh no, Merida, you don't have eyes on this one.
No, I see he has a letter, but I know the letter is the exact same as mine.
Yes.
That is what I'm
Yes.
saying. Is I see you got a letter from my sister because she did the exact same envelope thing with mine.
And you can smell it.
Exactly. That's the reason
Yeah.
I said you got a letter from my sister. I
My
don't know,
apologies.
but I see you got one.
Yeah. Apparently, he's coming to Coast City.
How is that possible? Care to explain? Because as from the last time I was aware, you killed her.
I wish I had an answer for you.
Well, aren't you just fucking useless?
I'm trying to tell everybody this.
She's gonna walk back to her bed.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm teaching her magic now.
Apparently, she has a crush on you. And now that you've been working with her, I can see why.
Malador, Garrison, Steven, you guys all, as you're trying, and I know you guys are still trying to figure shit out, and I haven't given you a chance to do it, but you are all intercepted by carrier pigeons with envelopes. They're not with the red sashes on them, but you're all intercepted with carrier pigeons with envelopes. The one that goes after Steven literally like nosedives, drops the envelope on you, and goes right into the fucking river. Malador, yours lands on your shoulder.
Fucking bursts into flames.
Catches
Well,
on.
no, lands on your shoulder, drops the envelope to your feet, takes a dump, flies off.
Oh, cool.
Garrison, yours comes down, sees your wings, goes ah, drops the letter, and flies off. But all three of you get letters as well. We'll get to that. Sorry to interrupt you two.
If anything happens to those pigeons,
I want to shoot mine with the crossbow.
Yeah, Steven, yours just literally just splash, and it's gone. Nose dives into the damn river.
Smart. Not the smartest things, are they?
I mean, he did say they come back sometimes.
He also said the fast ones weren't really reliable.
they don't know their own speed.
All right, so would you three like to open yours?
Yes.
All right, so
I'll wait for
Malador,
people.
I mean, I'm gonna say it out loud anyway because but just no metagaming, obviously. All right, so Malador, you open up yours.
Mhm.
All right, so you open up yours. Hey, Malador, it's Mom, and yeah, Dad. We stopped in Salvetti. I don't know why he wanted to stop here, of all places. This place is an absolute shithole. We're looking to buy some land a little north of here. Weird territory. Starts with an R, I think. Anyway, it's the like I don't know why they dug such a huge hole in the ground for this place, but it's really beautiful. And I mean, if we build our house in the middle of it, no one's gonna see us anyway. That doesn't matter. Your dad says hi. We love you, and stay safe, because I know you're going to that town for that festival. Don't drink too much. Mom.
I'm gonna burn it in my hands.
Okay. Garrison, are you opening yours?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you open up yours and you read it. Hey, fucker, it's Colby. I'm out here with your dad and your mom, and you are not here. We were supposed to meet. Where are you? Colby.
I have no idea where they're referring to.
Nope.
Cool.
Steven, are you reading yours?
Yeah, I'm opening that.
All right, so you open up yours, and it's literally just congratulations. Your new book is a huge success. Your royalties are 1,500 gold to start. We'll reach out to you later. So, and as you're reading this and you get down to the bottom of it, the parchment paper literally just molds into a bag of gold.
Oh, let's go!
I look at his letter. I look at mine. The fuck?
Like okay, so I mean, basically, I'm jumping the gun, but as you're done with the paper, it molds into a brown bag, and as you open it up, it's just stacks of 1,500 gold in stacks.
Profitable.
So go ahead and add that to your inventory.
God, I'm such a good author.
So
These adventures do be wacky.
I know the three of you just got into a weird fight, and I kind of intercepted that with the letters, but what would you like to do from here?
Is there anything to loot off the bodies? Are there any
Um,
bodies left? Or no, they all exploded, right?
They exploded, yes, but what's left is the weird blades that the fingers turned into. When I said it turned into two giant fingers, I mean it was like this.
Yeah.
They turned into this, but two of them. And then they turned into blades, fully blades. So you now have 8 blades just kind of laying in various areas.
Do I have room to take one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I have the pounds. They're not over like how heavy are they?
I mean, they feel pretty damn heavy. They're like thick stainless steel. So
Am I
they'd
gonna
be
be able
pretty
to
heavy.
carry this?
Probably not. I mean, unless yeah. And not even really the weight, it's more the size. Like where are you
Right.
gonna put it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Insert it in your anus. It is the new Adam and Eve's butt plug, the stainless steel finger sword.
Sword. Yeah.
Finger sword.
Right here. This is all you need, guys. This is all you need. Just remember that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look in the letter. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. I'm gonna look around the body, see if I see any type of like insignia or anything like that. But if it's just that finger blades that are left, then I guess I'm gonna look at them. I'm like covered in like stuff, and
I mean, you're fully fed, so there's no roll
Yeah.
necessary. For some reason, still the sun's not bothering you.
Yeah.
You feel fully refreshed from feeding. And the other thing that you can conclude from this is you are fully refreshed from feeding, which meant these were human or considered human, because that's the only thing you can eat.
Yeah, they were humanoid.
They were enough human for you.
Yeah. Be like, all right, so I'm gonna go wash all this off and take a nap. Then we should probably assess this whole thing.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we need to get the fuck back home. This is, you don't want to know who that letter was from. Somebody I've never even met before. And my mom.
Uh-huh.
My letter
Hold,
was
hold,
pretty-
hold, hold that thought. I need to walk off for a minute. Baldur's just gonna walk off, and he needs to talk to the rider.
Where are you walking? Like down the
Not very
river
far.
or
He just
back up to
not
the
very
road or
far.
what? I know, but
Like
where?
just like 15 feet away from them.
Okay. So yeah, Malador just kind of wanders off. Steven, what are you doing?
I mean, I guess I'm going back to the inn. I've got everything I need.
All right. So you go back, and I mean the same green-haired girl is standing behind the counter. Did you find the mail place? Did you get your stuff sent out?
Yeah, I found the mail place. That guy's a little odd, but
Oh yeah, Lyle. Yes, no one in this town understands how he even came to own that place. But he's a good guy when he can remember what his business actually is. You look kind of rough. What?
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to ask what happened. I do not care. There is a place for you to bathe upstairs.
okay.
It's
oh,
just a silver piece, and you can head up there and take care of yourself. Your two of your friends are up there still.
I'll hand over my silver piece.
Thank you. Two of your friends are up there still.
Okay, I'll go say hi.
Fantastic. Oh, silver. Two of your friends are up there still.
I'm gonna leave. She's freaking me out.
And as you're walking toward the staircase, you hear, "Where'd this silver come from?"
Memory up here.
So you go up the staircase, and again, off to the left, you see Merida, and you clock Yorick. You see the wall of wine bottles and the carts of empty dishes. And off to the right, you see another, what should be a wall, but it's just a curtain pulled closed from both sides. And as you walk through, it is just bathtubs. Not like at the Crank and Yank. It's not a giant bathtub. It's individual bathtubs.
I'm gonna get in one of those.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you splash in, and it's like unnaturally warm water, because like there's no water flowing into these tubs from anywhere. You just splash into it, and like the water kind of overflows and then fills back up, and it just stays warm.
Awesome.
And Garrison, you said you were going in as well?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So I mean,
I'm gonna tell her. I think my friends reserved some rooms.
yes. I
Ryle
mean, if
and didn't they say they reserved a bunch of rooms for us?
Ryle, yes. And she pulls out a book and opens it up. Ryle, yes, yes. You, if what is your name?
Garrison.
Yes, you are indeed here, Garrison. Okay. They reserved suites for you. Those are actually past the staircase. If you go all the way to the end of the counter down there and hang a right, and then go down that hall all the way to the end, you won't be able to walk any further, and then just hang a left, and it's that door right there. That's your reserved room.
Perfect. Thank you
Enjoy
very
your
much.
stay.
I'm gonna give her a silver piece as a tip and just mosey on.
Enjoy your stay.
Yep. I already left.
And as you're walking away, where'd this silver come from? Enjoy your stay.
Yep.
So yeah, you go past the staircase, you hang the right, you go down, you go to the left, you open it up, and as you open it up, it is a gigantic room. I mean, think about like a condo size. So as you walk in, there's one bed on the far wall that is a king size bed. It's got curtains that pull around all the way. There's a mirror on the ceiling above the bed, and you've got a vanity dresser, giant mirror over there. It's got already prepared food, fruits and meats, and just alcohol, and just it's a gigantic room, a lot of space, and there's only one bed, so this is your room.
Nice. Is there
Ah.
is there is there a bath in it?
Yes.
In the suite? Yeah, perfect. I don't know why you guys are.
Yeah, I don't
slumming it
know
up
why
over
you
there.
guys hate, like I knew this as well, Garrison. Me and you are smart. I was about to be
No
like,
one else asked.
yeah, I'm like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why the fuck are these guys paying for rooms right now? They just already got offered free ones.
He is the only one that has
Yeah,
come
I
in
was-
far
yeah.
and been like, hey, didn't Ryle reserve rooms?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking this entire time. I'm like, I'm just gonna let them do them.
I don't think I know who Ryle is. I think that's my first time meeting him.
Yes, you've never met him.
And I was hypnotized by being brushed, so I wasn't paying attention.
Fair enough.
That is true.
They were
You're just
spouting
dumb.
nonsense anyway.
All right. Speaking of which, so you're taking a bath, you walked away by the river. What are you two doing?
I walked back to my bed.
Yes. Oh, I know.
After punching Yorick.
Fair enough. Do I feel any kind of like mental strain, mental pull? Like, is there
Make a wisdom check. Actually, no. This would be insight. Insight.
19.
19
With a +4.
or
19,
Natural-
23.
Okay. No, not at all. Like you try to peer into your own psyche to feel if there's that familiar pull from the archfey. Nothing. Blank canvas.
nothing. Ooh. This is bad. All right.
Runs back up to you, York. With two little squid fingers, throws another piece of paper or another envelope, turns around. So Steve, that's all you hear is just back down the stairs.
Well, aren't you popular?
You guys didn't even notice Steve come up. That's the funny part.
Sneaky goat.
He came up the stairs, he went through the curtain, he went into the bathtub, and you guys don't even know he's there. Not even Yorick. You guys don't even fucking know. He just came up. You guys were distracted by your letters. You had no idea.
All right. I am going to pick up that letter and I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. This one isn't wrapped in a bow. It's just an envelope.
Just an envelope.
Just an envelope.
Funky.
So you open it up?
Yep. I'm gonna open it up.
All right. Yorick, we haven't heard from you in weeks. This is your dad.
Oh.
I hope you haven't forgotten that you have one. I'm with your brother Trock. Where are you? We're supposed to be going on another adventure. Have you forgotten the business? Please contact us. We're kind of worried.
Is that a plot
Dad.
drop or is that?
Hmm?
Is that a plot drop or is that not right?
That's up to you don't know.
All right, I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put that in the bag.
All right, so yep, Steven's bathing, Garrison's bathing. You two are doing your thing. Malador, you walked off and did what?
Malador needs to have a conversation with the writer. So
Okay.
he's closing his eyes and he's just gonna start speaking. Alright, writer, we really need to have a conversation. That was fucking weird. Those guys said I was impure. Those guys obviously looked a lot like you for some reason. What the fuck's going on? And plus, do you even know, like, what the fuck's going on with us right now? Like, we're not even in the right time zone. Like, can you give me some insight, dude? I have no idea what's going on. I've never even met my mom.
Nothing.
Okay.
Ask the right question.
The right question. Where are we? When are we?
Who are we? Why? Why are we?
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
Did I get any response from when are we? Where are we? Okay.
You're getting the sense he knows just as little as you do.
Got it. Okay, so
To give you something. So
Right.
every time you ask a question and you don't get a response, you get it's kind of like a second form of confusion inside
Right.
your own head.
Right. Okay, so
Like not just yours, but there's another one in there.
but he also said ask the right question, so he knows something.
It's ask the right question more like, I mean, if unless you ask the right question, he's not going to be able to answer you anyway. That's kind of what
Right.
that meant. Like
Okay,
he's
so-
not an omnipotent, like all knowing,
Right.
whatever the fuck.
Right.
So he's kind of just telling you like ask the right question or don't.
Okay, so this he has to know this, right? So he's gonna be like, so do you know anything about why those guys look like you? And talked like you?
There
Anything.
are more.
Right. Perfect. That's what I needed to know. Thank you. Are you the original, or are there multiple yous, or...
There are many.
Right, so... What number are you?
Nothing.
Okay, so you don't know. Got it. That's what I'm getting from this conversation. So... I appreciate you helping me out today. I don't know if you care.
They were impure.
But they also called me impure. Does that make us impure?
I like you.
You like me? Ha! Great! What do you like about me? How about you? No, fuck me. Tell me about yourself. I don't even know you.
No.
What's your favorite color?
You chose me.
Right. Well, kind of. But yeah, I chose you. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Where do you come from? Like, obviously you came from that weird hand and the lady, but like, where do you come from?
Hell.
Got it. So you're a demon, like me.
There is no one like you.
Really? No one like me. What's so special about me?
I like you.
Oh, so you don't like anybody but me.
Your friends are impure.
Well, hold on. Let's not go that far. They may be a little impure, but not as impure as other people.
Your friends are impure.
Yeah, got
Give me
it.
a wisdom save, Malador.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Oh, fuck. That's
Malador
a 3.
team kills.
That was a what?
A 3.
Okay. All right, so Steven, you are done with your bath.
Okay.
Okay.
I fucked up, y'all. I'm sorry. I was just trying to figure out what his favorite color is, what he likes to eat, you know.
You are finished with your bath. And it kind of like mentally, you just kind of think like, okay, I guess I'm done. And the water level just goes down on its own.
Interesting.
And there's a towel for you to wrap around yourself, and your clothes are still there.
I'm gonna put on my clothes. Do I regain any health from that?
It would have been a short rest. So you can roll if you want to. But yes, Merida and Yorick, you hear from another part of the room behind these curtains near the staircase something, just like you hear feet touching the ground and the ruffle sound of clothing and a towel.
I'm gonna
Someone's
check
here.
it out.
You're gonna go check it out?
Yeah.
Like, do you open up the curtains?
I'm not gonna open up the curtains. I'm just gonna. Hello?
This is me, right?
Yep.
Hi.
I didn't even see. We gotta have a chat.
About
You guys have that chat.
Oh,
Rip.
Yeah. So I guess we've published a book.
I mean, I got loyalties from it, or not royalties from it. You want some of it?
I mean, sure, yeah. I'm not gonna. Not gonna turn.
What do you want? I mean, I don't even know if this is real money or not, because this is very obviously not our reality.
There's something going on.
Yeah. Have you noticed how Siri just kind of like repeats herself?
Yeah. Willow did the same thing.
And then I gave her the silver piece for the bath, and she was like, "Thank you, enjoy your stay," and then I left. Oh, where did the silver piece come from? Like, that's weird. That's all right.
Merida's gonna hear everyone talking and jump up and join the conversation. That's not the only thing that's weird, dearie.
What's wrong?
Well, I received a letter.
From
My sister.
Oh.
Or it killed 2 months ago.
Does that mean the witch doctor is back alive?
I certainly hope
I was thinking that.
Please
I didn't want
not.
to say it.
But she said she was coming here. It was weird. I'm not gonna say I'm a little bit bewildered here.
I also received a rather concerning letter.
Also from my sister.
received another one as well. But yes, I did receive one from her sister as well. I got one from my dad, whom I've not had any contact with for quite some time. Apparently, Trock's my brother.
What?
Okay, so if Trock's your brother, does that mean like? Okay, so Ryle and Willow said that like Relictus just doesn't exist there. So if Trock's your brother, then what about Ro? Because I just sent a letter to Ro.
He's mentioned in the book. So
Ro is female.
oh.
Well, I mean, for all we know in this reality, Ro
That is
could be
true.
male. Like,
Very true.
Well,
Don't have to be so offensive with labels, guys.
they're mentioned in the book as
Cancel.
going off on adventures. There's a lot that are just not adding up here.
Yeah, things just doesn't seem right. It's off.
Think would happen if I went and casted Zone of Truth on like near Seer. You think like we could get any important information, or you think she'd just like be just repeating herself like some sort of like the automatons that fly around Coast City and harvest all the crops and all that? Just like a robot.
It's quite possible we could get some information out of her.
It's really hard to say. I mean, on one hand, we could get a lot of answers. On the other hand, it could completely fail and not do anything.
Well, we may as well.
But are we
try.
really risking anything if we even try? So why not?
Let's do it.
Also, I haven't received a crazy letter yet.
Okay.
what do you
And
mean
in
you
the
didn't
middle,
receive a crazy letter? You got a letter that turned into gold. That's
Hey,
fucking
Garrison.
crazy.
Offer, that's
hey, you're not there, sir. All right. So in the middle of your conversation, you guys hear footsteps coming up the staircase, and it's Malador.
Oh, here we go again.
My man.
And it's Malador,
Malador.
not a flaming skeleton.
Malador, have you noticed anything weird about this place other than like the obvious time skip backward kidnap thing?
Yeah, my mom, I got a letter. Never met her.
Oh, so everybody's getting crazy news.
Also, I think something's wrong with the writer. He's telling me you guys are impure. So, be ready.
For what exactly?
Him.
Him?
Yeah.
That just dandy.
It's not like we have enough going on.
Cross that bridge eventually.
Merida's gonna fall on her butt, kind of throw up her hands and be like, who wants to go on vacation from all this bullshit? I'm done.
Well,
Every single one of you at the exact same time, including you, Garrison, bathing in your like honeymoon suite style bathtub. Every single one of you at the exact same time. Everything is going to flash white. I should say in about 1 second's time, you're going to get all of the memories that you know to be true from your reality. An additional second, those memories are going to start to fade away. And memories from this timeline are going to start to take their place.
I don't like this.
So everything that we thought happened hasn't happened.
Let me just delete all these notes for all these past sessions.
No. Keep them. It's not all of them. It's very, very little, but you guys do see and hear and notice the change. So like as the white starts to fade back and you guys are now in this inn talking to each other and you're in the bathtub, now this reality, like okay, so for an example, Yorick, the memory that replaces yours is writing this book with Stephen, and all of the adventures that took place within it are now what you remember. However, you still remember the real ones. They are just now in the background. The strong memories, like the core memories, the ones where without having to really try, that you remember, for you and Steven are now what's in this book. And Merida, your memory of Tyr and the funeral and her meeting her end in the Crankenyank, that is now in the background. You really have to think to get that memory because now it's replaced by the fact that she is still alive. Malador, your memory of never meeting your mother and your father creating the Brotherhood and all the shit with Relictus starts to go to the background.
Anything about Adam?
Oddly, no.
Completely gone?
Completely gone. But now what comes to the foreground is growing up with your mom and dad, never splitting up, having a wonderful childhood, and instead of your father being the one that accidentally turned you into the were shark, it was actually just you being a dumb kid and wandering into a factory that you were told to stay out of. And then Garrison, your memory of being human altogether starts to go into the background.
Oh.
And what is replaced with you is, instead of just a few short months ago being bit, it was early teens.
Interesting.
So that's why.
And the fact that it's a very, very loose memory. You're not sure really how to pinpoint it, but somewhere in that memory you see yourself in a lab in a white lab coat with Xanthus.
It's Morbius. He's Morbius.
Mixing some kind of shit together. And the next thing you know, you're able to walk out in the sunlight.
It's Morbin time.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
What did my memory of becoming the Ghost Rider change to?
Nothing. You're still
So
the Ghost
I don't
Rider.
have that memory at all.
No, you're still the Ghost Rider.
So no, that's not what I'm asking. What did the memory change to? Did it
Nothing.
change at all? So I still did everything the same? Okay.
You went to one of your festivals that you went to every year, and you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go approach this madame," and you grabbed the hand, and there you go.
But were the people that I went with different? I was with Ryle and Willow that time, though, right? And my memory. Okay.
Well, that time you were with Willow to begin with.
Actually, no, I was with Merida.
You were, yeah. So this time it'd be Ryle and Willow.
Yeah. Okay.
So yes, just so you guys know, that happens to everyone at the same time. The room turns white and then goes back. And none of you really pick up on the fact that everything turned white. So it's like you see the flash, but then you immediately forget about it.
Right. Maldor instantly changed his conversation, and he's like, "Alright, fuckers, I'm going to drink. I'll see you guys later."
I just got royalties for the new book. All rounds on me.
Are you guys forgetting the giant wall of wine in this room?
Yeah, yes.
Oh yeah, Malador's just like, oh shit,
Just
yeah,
so
forgot
you
about
know.
this. He's gonna take the fire.
Just like you guys
fire
forgot
mark.
about the free rooms.
Just like they forgot about the free rooms, yes.
He's gonna take that fire mark he got from the bottom of that bar. He's gonna open it and down the whole bottle.
Okay. Okay. It's like one of the spiciest things you've ever drank in your life, but sure.
Just straight Tabasco sauce. Didn't even check the
So,
label to see if it was.
Are
wine
you
or not.
drinking the whole bottle?
Whole bottle.
Yeah, no, there's no roll for that. You are fucked.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have disadvantages on fucking everything. So you guys just watch Malador dump a fifth of whatever the hell this is right down his gullet.
It was a whole bottle.
Yeah, a fifth.
Was it?
It wasn't a handle. I think it was a fifth. Or did he give you a half gallon?
I stole it from the underground, from the basement of.
That's
The-
right. It was a handle. So he
Yeah,
drinks a
it
whole
was a
fuck.
big ass
drinks-
thing.
He drinks a half gallon of hard liquor. He drinks a handle of hard liquor to his face, every last drop. Yeah. So Malador drinks it, and he comes back and goes, ah.
And right after that, going straight to spark one up.
No,
Well,
you don't do
after
shit.
he-
You
Okay.
fall back and slam on the floor.
Well, he's more
He
useless
just
than normal.
he drinks it and goes, ah, tasty.
Matt,
Yep.
Right down
Yep,
on the
I'll take
floor,
it.
just out.
I'm not picking that up.
And the bottle just ting ting ting
Smashes
ting ting
open.
ting ting ting. Oh no, the bottle doesn't smash, it rolls out of your hand. Ting 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 gets to the staircase. Boop, 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 boop.
There it is.
What in the hell? You guys hear from downstairs.
Can't take him anywhere, can we?
Garrison, even you in your room all the way off in the corner hear a smash somewhere outside
just
your
like that's gotta be Malador. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just relaxing. I'm just like, hopefully they just they don't find me. Just gonna stay relaxed in my room and take a long rest.
I am gonna take a bath and then I'm going to sleep.
I definitely get a long rest, right?
Yeah.
I'm not waking up.
Alright.
I'm a rest.
You guys are all eventually take a nap?
Yeah.
100%.
All right,
No,
fantastic.
no.
Steven, you said you were going to drink, but you eventually go to sleep, or are you going to drink?
I'm going to sleep.
Okay. So you guys all eventually go to bed. Malador drunk as shit. Everyone else comfortable, slightly sober or not, doesn't matter. You all go to bed. So after a really weird day of each of you trying to put this puzzle together, suddenly these memories that you didn't experience yourself are starting to invade the memories you did experience, and now trying to pick apart what ones are the original timeline and what ones are the new timeline are just getting slightly more difficult, just for this day at least. Each one of you got a letter, Stephen being the only practical one, but the rest of you all got one that was nothing but confusion, trying to just figure out what the hell is going on. Where are you? Why are you here? And as you all lay down to rest, you can all take your long rest, and that is where we're going to end for tonight.
Awesome.
Yay. I'm ready for tomorrow.
I'm very ready.
Me too.
I can't wait to bring Vidar through this because I have to fill him in on what happened to his guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened to Vidar?
Where is Vidar in all of this?
None of you even asked about him, so I didn't mention him.
Fair enough.
He's just sitting at the dock, just like swinging his legs, like they all just left me.
Off the dock, and he's just like enjoying life.
Away from all the crazy people.
Yeah.
I am an unsupervised spoon.
Boy. Agreed.
What is this title gonna be called?
Who?
I don't know. What do you
and
want it to be called?
How?
Why are we here?
Yeah. Why, what, where, when. That's a good
Why?
title. Why, what, where, when. That's a good title.
Who? What? When? Where? How?
Just all the adjectives.
Oh.
Why? Who?
Who,
What? and
what, where, when, why?
Which? How? I think that's. Can't remember right now.
All right.
All right. I'm heading out.
I'll,
See ya.
yep.
Wait,
All right,
Judd.
later.
Judd, do you want to call?
No.
Okay.
No.
I.
All right. See you guys.
See
Later.
you guys later.
Bye.
Have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.
Peace.